Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Something new I'm going to try is these, I don't know if I'm going to call them drive or driving, or I'm going to call them something, whatever it's titled in this video here. This will be the first episode of it. I do a lot of driving when you're hunting and going places, and I thought, why not just record some podcast while I'm driving, get some things off my mind, maybe talk about some things that could help you guys, the audience. So if it's like not on frame perfectly and this and that, it's the best I can do inside of the truck here. Today, these probably won't be as long as a typical podcast, but you never know, they could be longer too. I am driving to Ohio today. Me and Bo Martonic are doing some hunting this weekend. I don't know if we're hunting together or anything. We're staying in the same cabin, Johnny Stewart's cabin. And I got about 3.5 hours ahead of me. And I wanted to talk to you guys about typical mistakes that I make as a hunter that I hope will help you all. And you know, I can consciously, maybe if I talk about it to an audience, that I will get better about it as well. So I'm just going to go over a few of them here. The first one that I am horrible about is my patience. I have very little patience in general in life. And it seems like it's magnified greatly in the deer hunting in the deer hunting woods. It just seems like a lot of times I get down a little too early, or I make a move when I should have just held on and waited for a little more time to pass. I'm specifically bad about this turkey hunting. I had an incident last year turkey hunting in Wisconsin where I had a bird gobbling really well, 11 a.m., kind of in the middle of the day, and it shut up. And I waited for 10 minutes, got impatient, I got up, moved towards where I heard the bird gobbling, and sure enough, me and him met, 100 yards down the trail there. And if I would have just been patient, I would have killed that turkey. And that's happened to me deer hunting too. I just seem to get this anxiety about I'm doing something wrong, or I'm in the wrong spot, or I need for some reason to get up and move, or try to sneak in on a wind that maybe isn't perfect, and it screws me a lot. So that's something I'm working on, is becoming a more patient deer hunter, and just hunter in general. And as age has come upon me and I get older, I do get better at it, but I'm still far from where I wish I was. Some of the best deer hunters I know, that's one thing that they have going for them, is the extreme mental discipline to be patient when you're deer hunting. Okay, so that's the first one that I want to talk about and that I struggle with. Number two, I struggle, and I don't know if this is a I don't know exactly what this is, but I struggle with, believe it or not, I still struggle a little bit with confidence in my deer hunting. Dan has told me so many times, like, you need to be more, more outgoing, or not outgoing, but like, you need to realize what you've done as a deer hunter, and that you're very knowledgeable, and you're very, you're a very efficient deer hunter. And I'm always just like constantly second guessing myself in the woods. I will say, like, the last couple of years has gotten much better, but I still have these like thoughts of doubt in my head sometimes walking through the woods. Am I doing something wrong? Am I missing something? Am I not seeing something? Why can't I figure out how these deer are moving? Ohio is a really good example of that. I kind of struggle in Ohio. Not struggle, I just, I'm still learning it, and I don't have a lot of confidence yet. And I really have no reason to not have confidence. I've always got on deer here, and I killed a deer last year, but it's just a weird thing in my head. What I'm going to work on this year to try to improve that is more scouting, analyzing data from my trail cameras more, just things that will give me some perspective and some, just some reminders of I'm doing the right thing. I think that's a big one. Is doing your homework, right? Like, whenever I used to give presentations for work all the time, and I would be super nervous and super unconfident in myself at the beginning because, at the beginning I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't, I felt like I didn't belong in that position. You'd get up there and you'd be nervous. Then after, 4 or 5 years of being in your job, you're the expert. You have more confidence in yourself and you can get up there and perform better. So that's what I'm going to work on this spring, is just becoming a more confident deer hunter. And that does kind of tie in to my first point, just because, whenever you're not patient, a lot of times it's because you're second guessing yourself or what you're doing. And that's honestly just it's a human nature, especially for us guys that are younger, and I've been hunting now since I'm 9 and I'm 32 now, going to be 33. So it's like for a long time I've been hunting, but still you get that in your mind. So that's something I really I want to get better at. And also, I guess my third thing is I don't do a very good job of setting goals for myself, and fulfilling types of goals. I'm really leaning towards next year shooting a longbow and committing to just hunting with longbow. I've killed dozens, a dozen deer or so with a longbow. I've killed a hog with it, a couple turkeys, and I think that's going to be my goal from now on. Is there's a reason. I don't know. For me, hunting is more than just killing an animal. It's something that I do for a living. It's my one passion in life outside of family and faith, and it's one of those deals where I'm not in it to make things easier for myself, and I get pulled into that that little bit of I'm afraid to not fill a tag, and maybe that's why I haven't been shooting a longbow, exclusively. But like I said, the people that I respect the most in the industry and my friends that I respect the most as deer hunters and people, they shoot traditional equipment for the most part. So I don't know, that's something else I need to work on, is think about my goals and what I want out of hunting, and don't let other people sway those goals and the outcome. I think for you as a deer hunter, if you look at your goals and not let other people affect those goals, you'll have a better outlook on it, and you'll appreciate what you have done in your deer hunting career. Whereas if you just I just got to fill tags and I have to do this and I have to do that, you're doing it for something different than what is really truly making you happy. You're either doing it for an ego thing, and I've been there. I'm not blaming you for this. I think deer hunting is a little bit of an ego thing anyway, but if you do it for the reasons that you feel are right, I think that's what you got to do. And I've always been scared a little bit of and I'm not talking about because of YouTube. It has nothing to do with YouTube. I can remember when I was a boy thinking to myself, my goal is to kill a deer every single year. That's what I wanted, because I killed one my first 2 seasons. I killed bucks that I got mounted, and I just remember as a boy thinking I want to kill a buck every year. And I've done that for the most part, but then you get to the point where it's why is that so dang important to me? And that's probably coming from maturity, if I had to guess. So that's my kind of third thing, is to set a goal that I want to fulfill, not set a goal because it's what I'm worried about what other people may think of it, or a goal because I need to, because of whatever reason, like my ego. It's something that I think I'd be proud of, and try not to sway from those goals. And I don't, that's not necessarily going to be. Maybe it's not shoot one with a longbow. Maybe it's shoot a something over 150 with a bow. I've killed deer over 150 with a gun, but never with a bow. And that's okay. And I'm not good at trophy hunting, to be honest with you. Maybe that's a goal I need to put on myself, is I'm not a great trophy hunter. I don't know if I care to be honest with you. I have a lot of fun deer hunting, and I like going and shooting deer in a bunch of different states. I've been pretty open about one of my goals is I would like to kill a whitetail in every state that has whitetail. So And when I say whitetail, I'm even thinking just like go shoot a doe somewhere. Like I don't have to shoot a big giant buck in every state. That'd be ideal and that'd be cool, but maybe it's not practical. So I guess in the comments, let me know what you think of those 3 points that I brought up. Just things I've been thinking about, things that I want to improve on and do a better job at deer hunting. I think my biggest struggle is the patience one. That's the one that I get frustrated with myself the most of all 3 of those. So working on that as we speak. That's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to watch another video, it's right here. And then if you want to just subscribe to the channel, that's right there. See you guys on the next video.